Hi everyone, and my name is Paul Woods. I am a designer by trade. There's a lot of colors in this slide. I run and founded a company called Alice. We're a design and technology firm. We're a consultancy. We work with all different companies. We usually get hired when there's something broken, something's fucked up, or something is very difficult to do. And we help teams usually build applications, in-car stuff, etc. I'm not going to talk all about Alice today. I also wrote a book on creative culture, which is what we are going to talk about today, because with I think under this theme of the future of work, we're at a very interesting point, and especially when we're trying to solve difficult problems. And I want to talk about this idea of how do we spark creativity in this crazy, fucking annoying remote world that we all live in, that we're all very familiar with. So, looking at this from a creative agency perspective, has anyone seen Mad Men, the show? Maybe someone see that? Yeah, well, then you kind of know how a creative agency works. It looks like this, except thankfully it's not a room full of white guys anymore. But all of the big ideas kind of works like this. And these are not our offices, but these are just random creative agency offices. And up until 2020, this is how cool shit got made. You get in a room, people would drink lots of coffee or beer or maybe something else, who knows, and they would come up with ideas. And this is how creative thinking happens. This doesn't happen anymore, or it happens a lot less. Everyone familiar with this? How inspiring, right? How inspiring to be in a brainstorm session like this. How can we even attempt to solve a complex problem when we're in a communication setup like this? So I think this is, I mean, I don't need to explain too much because I've got probably about 3 minutes left around why Zoom sucks. There's lots of tools. I mean, Zoom doesn't suck, but it sucks using it for 8 to 10 hours a day. There's lots of great tools around there about simulating these in-person environments, but problems still remain because fundamentally, remote ideation reduces happy accidents. And happy accidents and unmanufactured serendipitous moments is when real innovation happens. We've seen a lot of challenges at our firm and lots of our clients' firms around remote work. Spontaneous creative exchanges don't happen because they're hard/impossible to plan. Junior talent misses opportunities to learn on the job. This is a real problem that we're seeing, especially the soft skills, the stuff that you don't get taught in school. How to interact with other human beings you might have to talk to sometime. You might even need to, God forbid, go to lunch with them and have a conversation and not talk to them over Zoom. And these skills, I mean, even how to present, etc., are harder. Hybrid, let's not even talk about hybrid ideation is a nightmare, and the less said about that, the better. And we're seeing that the emergency chord is when we really have a very difficult client problem to solve. If it's like a very complex user experience for a car that we're doing, the last resort is, fuck it, we're going to go and do an in-person session. That's how we're going to solve this problem. So, does that mean that remote is out for creative ideation? Well, the jury's a little bit out on that, and we're working on a very interesting project with some of the students at the moment who are helping us to answer a question around this. But I wanted to share a couple of very quick, being the operative word is very, insights or some things that we started putting into place to try and create those serendipitous moments and how we've been working around that. So it does definitely need to be more structured. Remote is not out, but you have to plan around it a lot more. So just 3 very quick, non-scientific, because I am 1 minute remaining, perfect timing. I've planned this excellently. 3 very quick things. It's very non-scientific. We've done to try and foster innovation when we're doing remote ideation. 1, we have set formalized rituals for creative exchange. We force certain initiatives every few weeks. Every couple of weeks we have a thing called Design Couch, where there are sessions where people can discuss cross-project exchanges, bringing the dots, creating these connections outside of just project work. Also creating spaces for things that aren't about work. We have a team weekly where everyone has to virtually stand up and say, hey, this is what I worked on, this is last week, but then talk about something they've done over the weekend. There's a question of the week. Does it sound stupid? Of course it sounds stupid. But that's the idea, is moments to be stupid and to make unexpected connections. And then last but not least, one thing that we're finding works really, really well in ideation sessions. We used to come into brainstorm sessions and there'd be a blank wall. Now that just doesn't work anymore. So we have people usually prepare about a week in advance, and they come in, and it works pretty well. We've done some pretty complex projects. Have we solved this? Absolutely not. Is this a big nut to crack? Yes. Can AI help with it? Probably not, because it involves people and talking to people and getting together and figuring shit out the old-fashioned way. And there's a little bit of that we got to get back into our workplace for innovation to happen. That is it. I'm going to be around. I'm really curious what the hurdles are, everyone here, on your remote processes, and what's working for you and what's not. But that's it. Thank you.